10:30 down in sunny Glasgow. I'm at George Square for the rally against racism and fascism today. There's quite a large police presence at the moment. Just as the crowd starts to build up, it's about 10:30. It kicks off at 11. So far we can see some Palestinian flags, some Scotland and European Union flags put together. Then over in the corner we can see some racism is anti-Semitism posters. So hopefully we get to speak to some people today and ask them why they're here. So it's not even 11 o'clock yet, and we can see that the caucus, the Confederation of Friends of Israel, has moved over there, and the pro-Palestinian folk over here starting to move in with them. The police and reporters is kind of in between them, but it's starting to get going now.
Occupation no more! Israel is a racist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a racist state! Stand up to racism! Stand up to Zionism! Stand up to racism!
The rally began at 11, with the organisers getting started under a tent opposite the Palestine counter-protest, and began with a 2-minute silence.
If ever one was needed, was underlined by the events in Christchurch on Friday. And in commemoration of that very sad event, we are going to begin by holding a 2-minute silence. So I would like everyone to please show their respect for the victims of Christchurch with a 2-minute silence.
After hearing from speakers such as Lynn Henderson from the Scottish TEC, the march was underway as demonstrators took to the streets. So the activists are going down St Vincent Place now. You can see there's a good number of them, and just at the rear you can see a good number of police backing them up. Now that the march is underway, I'm going to see if I can have a quick word with one of the organisers.
I'm John McFadden. I'm one of the organisers of the Stand Up to Racism march and rally today, and we're here to unite to show that Scotland and Glasgow are united against racism, against Islamophobia, anti-Muslim hate and anti-Semitism. Scotland doesn't have a great deal of racism, but there is an undercurrent of racism which is rising not just in Scotland but right across the world at the moment. Particularly within the UK, when you think about the Windrush scandal, the way the Grenfell Tower fire was handled both before and afterwards, and also some of the attacks that have been happening even in Scotland, where we had a Syrian refugee stabbed 15 times in Edinburgh just last April. So there is pockets, and the concern is that this is a movement that is growing. We've got our own indigenous far right trying to mobilise the Scottish Defence League, the offshoot of National Action up here as well, who were planning murderous terrorist attacks against Muslims in Scotland and across the UK.
We heard from John McFadden there that this group here with the Palestinian flags are not with the demonstration, they're actually a counter-protest. They have taken issue with some of the groups which are within the demonstration itself. So hopefully we can speak to some of the activists and ask them why they're here.
My name's Margaret. I'm here as a peaceful protest against Zionists participating in this demonstration today. You can't have a Stand Up to Racism demo with racists marching surely. When we have tried to talk to Stand Up to Racism organisers, they have not let us into the room. They've threatened to get the police to us, all because we want to ask why they're letting them march. Last year there was serving Israeli forces or military in the march, past and present, the same again this year. Last year COFIS, Glasgow Friends of Israel, had lax from former BNP party, now Britannica party on their stall, walking up and down Glasgow. They also have links to the far right. They say what happens in Gaza is all Hollywood. That's the kind of people that are marching today, and that is certainly why we're not marching.
This march just about over now. We've heard from all the speakers and the march has been done. Since we've spoken to just about everyone now, I want to have a quick word with a friend of Israel.
Hi, my name is Sami Steen. I'm the chair of Glasgow Friends of Israel, and Ramsey and I are talking because of the Stand Up to Racism march that took place this morning in George Square and around Glasgow. I am the chair of Glasgow Friends of Israel, and we marched today against racism and anti-Semitism. That's what, from our point of view, what the march was about. And we're very grateful to the police who kept us safe, and we're very grateful for being able to participate in the march in the way that we did, and we felt it was a very important part of the fight against racism, especially this week with what's happened in New Zealand. And I think it's disgusting what these pro-Palestinians or Israel haters call themselves, who try to hijack the march and make it a political event rather than what it should have been, which was a march against racism.
So that's it from George Square today. You can see that the square's emptied out now of people. That's everyone gone home. You can see they're packing away this tent back here. Ending this report is Ramsey Beattie for the Clyde Insider.